Hi world, it's nice to meet you. Like any chronically ill human, have to wake up tomorrow pretty early and have some testing done. About 2 months ago, I had warmed up some broccoli cheddar soup and I had put the bowl down on the counter and I was about to lift my spoon to my mouth, and all of a sudden I started having the most intense pain I've ever felt, which says something as someone who's had a migraine almost every day for 19 years. It felt like my rib cage was being torn from my body. It was extremely uncomfortable. It lasted about 10 hours, rounding out into a 4:30 in the morning telehealth visit from my bathroom floor. So I had an endoscopy done. I was really hoping that they would find something, and they didn't. So tomorrow I am having kind of the next round of testing. So I'm having an esophagram, which is also known as a barium swallow test. To be safe, my dad is going to pick me up in the morning and go straight to the hospital, and I'm hoping I feel okay enough to come home and kind of jump into my workday, but we'll see. Taking almonds at the recommendation of my doctor, so I'm not allowed to eat anything beforehand, but he told me afterwards to make sure that I take almonds with me and then hopefully have some type of a smoothie with like banana or raspberry in it. So I'm going to con my dad, or not con, lightly nudge him to take me to the smoothie shop tomorrow after I go to the hospital, which is like the nice treat that I'm looking forward to. And then the other thing I'm going to do is just write myself a couple of notes that I'm going to bring with me tomorrow. And that's it. So I will check back with you in the morning. We'll see how it goes, and fingers crossed that they actually figure out why I am in so much pain. Good morning. I just got up. It is 6:30 and I had a really rough night of sleep. I was up for 2.5 hours probably. Had both a spasm and then also a migraine, but can't take any medication because I have to go and have this test done. So we're gonna see how it goes. I want to show everyone that this is what cute really looks like in the morning. Yep. I'm about to take a shower, but I'm so glad yesterday me wrote these very helpful notes. I'm filming my blog, so great job. I'll make sure to take my bag and not drink water and remind myself that I can do this. Okay, the sun is out, thank goodness. We have arrived at the hospital. I can't wait. Can you hear the joy in my voice? My dad is going to park, and then I'm going to head on in. Show everyone what the hospital looks like. Nothing wildly exciting. Going to the outpatient center. This is also where I get a lot of my lab work done, MRIs, CAT scans, all that good stuff. Okay, filming myself walking into the hospital. I hope you're all waiting on pens and needles. This is so exciting. Just kidding. I love sarcasm in the morning. It's raining out. Everyone can see my fun headband. A fun tip for chronic illness is when I go to the hospital, I like to wear fun colors and patterns because they cheer me up, especially when I'm nervous about testing. It's raining out. This is just such a great day. All right, here we go. Okay, everyone, I made it. They're running really timely today. I got lockers. Really excited about putting on these super fun gowns. We have a nice little changing setup. I don't usually have it. The individual cubicles. Nice. Okay, it's the last time you're gonna see me before I go back wearing an amazing gown. Let's just take a look at how fun this is. Get to keep my Nikes on. Okay, here we go. I'll let you know how it happens. Okay, everyone, meet my dad. Dad, say hi.
Hi there.
All right, so we just finished. Well, not we. I just finished. It was absolutely vile. I can tell you about it later. But now I get to do the fun part. We get to go get smoothies and coffee, and I can't wait to get the taste of this gross chalk out of my mouth. I'm officially sitting in the smoothie shop parking lot. But like the true chronic illness patient I am, I'm now going to take my meds that I had not taken this morning, and I'm actually very excited about it because my head is pounding. I've been told I take pills really weird, so here we go. All right, cool. Pills, check. Smoothie next. I made it home. It was so disgusting. It was super quick. I was so happy that the test flew by. I was under the impression that I was going to drink the barium solution like before I got on the tilt table. Didn't realize that it was all going to really happen fast while I was on the tilt table. So basically what happened is I had to stand against like a really heavy tilt table. This one was kind of like anti-gravity and it just kind of like moved me back. But anyway, so I had to stand there, brought the x-ray machine right up to me, and then I was given like a small little paper, like when you stay in the hospital and you get the little paper cup with your pills in them, that was filled with what they call crystals, which I was told they were like sour pop rocks. An absolute lie. So put that in my mouth, then I had to take a shot of water. My mouth got all foamy, and then I had to swallow it, and then I was told I wasn't allowed to burp, which is very hard because essentially what happened is the crystals created a bunch of air in my airway and in my esophagus. So that part was fine, not too bad. Then I had to drink the barium. They called it a milkshake. That is absolute blasphemy to the milkshake category of frozen sweet treats. I was gagging. I almost threw up. It tasted like cement with some kind of weird, like artificial taste to it. I think they tried to make it taste like vanilla, but oh, so bad. So I had to drink as much as I could. He wanted me to drink it very fast so he could see how it moved. Once he finally got all the images he needed, I had to turn on my side. That was the really awkward part. Then I had to drink a very thin solution through a straw while I'm laying down. It went all over my face, all over the pillow, but that part wasn't too bad. The thin one was a lot better. I did that. It was done. He came in. Now we get to like the good and the bad part of living with chronic illness. So I guess the good part is he didn't find anything. Nothing was found. So like that's great, but it's also not great because I'm continuing to have what I'm referring to as spasms. That's what my doctor is also calling them. Maybe they aren't. So now I kind of have to go back to the drawing board and figure out like, what do I do next? I'm home, I got settled, I changed out of the clothes I was wearing. I always feel gross, even if I'm only at the hospital for like an hour and a half. So now I'm going to take my kind of like last medication that I have to take in the morning because I went and did the barium swallow test. I'm a little bit behind on this one. The last medicine I'm going to take is this fun little bottle here. This is one of the rescue meds that I'm technically taking for the esophageal spasms that I'm having. My doctor told me it would take about 2 weeks for it to take effect. So right now I don't feel like it's helping and it tastes really gross, but compared to what I just drank, this is gonna be just so light and delightful. This is actually really fun. So one of the things that I love about working at the Mighty and being part of the Mighty community is that I can ask questions about my own health and I can kind of crowdsource answers about health things that I'm going through. So I recently asked like, what do you do when you have a terrible tasting medicine? And I got a lot of great tips. This is not gonna taste bad compared to what I just took. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do it. That was probably not the most attractive face I've ever made, but such is chronic illness, so yay. The hospital early wake up adrenaline has definitely worn off and I feel like just really not good. And I'm about to hop on a meeting, so I'm going to do one of probably my go-to just like pain relief things outside of medication, which is definitely my ice hat. This is what it looks like. This is probably one of the more popular ones I've seen, at least on social media and migraine advocacy circles. It's just a wearable ice pack with Velcro. So you can wear it either way. You can have it where the ice packs are mostly translated on the back, or you can wear it so the ice packs are on the front, depending on where your pain is. My pain today is definitely in my left eye, but also in the back of my head. So the ice pack is actually just in the cloth. It's really soft, which I like. You can't wear it for super long periods of time. Just put it on and you wear it. It's not the most attractive thing you've ever seen. I'm actually going to wear it during my Zoom meeting right now. My colleagues are great and totally understand that I deal with migraine. So fun little tip for you. Stepping into a meeting with two of my Mighty coworkers. Ben, say hi. Hey, Carla, say hi. Okay, now we're gonna talk about important things. Just finished up a couple of meetings on Zoom, and typically when I'm having to talk on meetings for a while, I do like to take, he's smiling, a little bit of a screen break. especially love to hang out with this guy. This is Dachshund. He's my rescue dog. He is 7. I'm biased, but he's pretty much the cutest thing that ever existed. Look at his little face. Dachshund, do you want to go outside? What do you think? Should we go outside? What do you think? Yeah, go outside. Okay. Need a little bit of fresh air. As he pulls me out. Just wanted to talk a little bit about how nervous I was to actually film this. Life isn't all that exciting sometimes. It gets pretty monotonous, and I do a lot day in and day out, and I feel like I say I'm in pain 100 times a day, and it's super tough sometimes. And I think that like doing this vlog like really pointed it out to me. I almost like broke down in tears earlier after a meeting because my head was just like so miserable, and I think about like how drastically my life is from other people my age, and it's like really tough. I do know that I'm not alone in that monotony. I'm not alone in kind of my everyday like looking the same. So I just wanted to say like to the people out there who might be feeling the same way, if you are not alone in the boring, you're not alone in the mundane. Like, my life just drastically changed when I became disabled, and even though I'm almost like 2 decades into this journey, like sometimes it really just stops me in my tracks and really makes me think about like as like, I don't know, philosophical as this is, like the meaning of life and like why I'm here and what I'm doing with myself. You know, I think it's important in every day, especially in the days that like really struggling, to just like step back and like look at the good, right? So many things that bring me joy on a daily basis, but living with physical challenges that then kind of like warp my mental health. But just wanted to send a message to everyone out there who may be struggling while they're watching this. I hope it made you feel a little bit just more seen and kind of what you go through. And just because this is a vlog content that will be shared on social media, I am in no ways living a charmed and rosy life. Social media is not what it appears, as I am crying on my deck. Okay, definitely have reached that part of the day when I have not had nearly enough water, especially after a test like that, especially, you know, drinking barium. I love Liquid IV, and I swear by it. I know a lot of POTS patients really love it. For someone with migraine, I absolutely dig it. Okay, so we have reached the point in the evening where I can make 2 decisions on where the evening can go. I can do some life things that are productive, or I could just go be a lump in bed and on the couch. Honestly, the second one sounds pretty great. One thing I definitely need to do is refill my pill box. I've been very resistant to embrace tools that would help me, one of which was a pill organizer. I'm going to go ahead and refill it. Okay, I did it. You can hear it. So I ate some dinner. Let's be clear, I ate some leftovers from yesterday night. Absolutely did not have the spoons in me to cook. And then I took a screen break, which was really great after being on meetings all day. It's a lot to handle. Now I'm going to do a little bit of my meds. I am going to take my yucky liquid medication, because then I'm going to reward myself with a nice little self-care treat. So, do my really fun shaking. Are you sick of watching me take medicine yet? I'm sure sick of taking it. So, put my really fun syringe together. Okay, you can keep me honest. I have 10 milliliters. I'm gonna do it. All right, but now I get to reward myself. So I love eye gels. So there's two different ways you can place them. You can place it with like the big side in or the big side out that way. I like the big side in. And so one, they're great for like when I have bags under my eyes or when I just like need to pick me up, but they also feel so good when you have a migraine. Just like a really nice cooling effect. A nice thing to reward yourself at the end of a hard day being chronically ill, or just honestly at the end of a hard day being an adult. Adulting is difficult. So there is my beautiful look. You should feel really honored. I've shown you so many great looks just in my repertoire today. Like, whoo, take it in. Okay, look it. I live with someone and we're actually in the same room at the same time. Mike, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I love this girl.
So this is my partner, Mike, that I've mentioned, the one who coerced me into getting the pill organizer, which was like the best thing that ever happened. We have been together almost 12 years.
This is true.
Which is wild. We met when we were kids, 11 and 12-ish.
Yes, and where did we meet?
Where did we meet, Mike?
Well, that one time at band camp.
I wanted to just talk briefly, since today was kind of wild. You got a haircut since the last time I saw you. What's it like to have a relationship with a person who's sick?
I mean, if you love someone, you're there for the good times and the bad times. The reality to me, I don't really see it as that different than being in a relationship with someone who maybe isn't sick or thinks they're not sick. Everybody has their own problems or issues that they bring to a relationship, and if you really like someone, you can see through all that stuff and enjoy all the beautiful things about them. So that's what it's like, is I just don't really see, I don't enjoy some of the crappy experiences. I don't love that you were put on a table and drank whatever substances today, but
so gross. I'm not recovered.
Yes, but you know, we have our love and we have our dog behind us.
Come here.
Come here. Get up here. Come here. Oh man, we have this guy, and so I think it's pretty great to love someone who's sick. They've got a lot of love to give.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed a day in the life